Yeah.
Don't be blinded by.
Hello, ladies and gents. It's Yolanda Renee again, and today I'm coming to you guys basically about how I style my Bantu knot out. Hopefully, it'll turn out properly because I know, like, first day Bantu knot out, oh my god, it usually is a mess, like, seriously. So, hopefully, today it'll do good so I can show you how I achieve my look. And I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to put the Bantu knot out. Bantu knots in, but I think the most important part of the Bantu knot out is the styling process. I get a lot of questions asking me if I had my hair cut into a shape. Do I get it shaped up? But I don't. It's all about how you style it. You can keep your knots like tighter in certain areas to make it look shorter, and then stretch out certain parts to make it look longer to actually shape your hair yourself without having to cut it. And that's what I do. Whenever I style my hair, I shape it to make it look right. Alright, so first things first, a few things that I use when I'm taking my knots out. I try to use an oil on my hair so it won't mess with the curl as much. So my favorite one to use is this Garnier Fructis Moroccan oil, and this is really good. I love it. The other option is organic root stimulator. Oh, someone asked me if I used this, and I did not. I told them no because I didn't know that's what it was. But it says organic root stimulator olive oil, and I do use this on my hair. And then the other one, which is the cheapest alternative, and it's amazing, is this herbal oil from Africa's Best. And it has so many different ingredients in here that is good for your hair, like soybean oil, walnut seed oil, kiwi fruit, olive oil fruit. I mean, there's like so many things. Sesame seed oil, jojoba oil. It's so many different oils in this, so I like using this. But today I'm going to use this one because this is the anti-freeze one, frizz one, which all of them are, but I'm going to use this one today. And let me take my rings off. Alright, so first thing I do is I just take out my knots. And this one, usually I do the 2-strand twist and Bantu knot out, but this one I didn't do. This one I just did strictly Bantu knot out, like just twist it. And it's still kind of wet. I can still feel it. It's wet a little bit. So hopefully, like I said, it'll turn out properly. So I'm just pulling these down. I'm not being too gentle. I'm just pulling them down and also putting oil on it as I go. Now the difference between the knot out and the twist knot out is when you twist your hair, you get to the ends better, so your ends won't frizz as much. But I noticed when I do this Bantu knot out, it does frizz more at the ends. So another option could be, if you want to do just this regular Bantu, is once you get to the ends, to start twisting at the ends so they won't frizz, which I didn't do, but I just thought of it. All right, so one more. And I don't do that many of them. I do approximately, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 or 12 of them. Alright, so now they're out. I definitely wouldn't rock my hair like this. Alright, so now we're going to go through and just pull them apart. And remember, don't be too harsh with the pulling process, because this is where your hair will begin to frizz. So usually, like, around your hairline, keep them tight because you want those defined curls to come kind of forward. You don't want it to be frizzy. And the front of my hair is still wet, like this front, so I'm not going to mess with these too much. I'm not going to pull them apart that much because I want them to not frizz. And I'm going to go for a more chunky look since they're not dry. So I'm not going to pull them apart too much. So what I mean by not pulling them apart that much at your hairline is because this hair will drop forward and you want it to show that defined curl where your skin is showing. Where if you pull them apart more in your hair, it won't show that defined curl because it's just black on black. This is like a contrast brown and black. So this is where you want your curls to be more defined, if that makes sense. So like I said, I'm pulling each one apart in not too small of a section, like 3 or 4 times, depending on how big the knot is. And you want it to be defined on the ends too, because this is where, again, contrast is happening. It's not black on black. The ends are out more, so you want that to be defined. And honestly, it's like so hard to pick between the two techniques because I like the Bantu knot out because it kind of makes it a different type of curl, where when you do the twist Bantu, it looks more kind of like a wash and go or sometimes just a twist out. So the Bantu knot out it's like its own style that you would want to do for a different look. So far so good. And I haven't even styled it yet. So I'm just gonna keep pulling apart without talking. Alright, so for styling, again, I like my heart shape. No, my back is the longest. My back is my longest hair. I want my back to be shorter and I want the front, the top to be bigger to create kind of like a heart shape. So even though my hair is longer in the back, which I know we're all really like pressed about long hair, style is more important because I don't want to look like I have a mullet. I don't want my longest part to be down and then it just not look right. I just want style. Forget about length. So the back, I'm going to keep it tight to make it look like it's cut shorter, and then I'm going to stretch the top to make it look like it's longer. So create an illusion for this style. What you need, a pick. Picks are so important. This is the best thing ever. And I don't know what the difference is between a metal one and a plastic one. I don't know. I use a metal one because that's what I have. And I don't know if it's good or bad. My hair's growing fine, so I'm good. So we're going to use the pick and we're going to start picking the top. And you're just going to go to the root and pull up and then kind of wiggle it around. And then I also pull the curls up, so those curls will be defined. So again, go to the root, wiggle it around until it's kind of like stuck, and then pick your curls up some. Because you don't want to pick out your curls, you just want to pick it at the root. So one more time, and then I'm just going to start styling. Go to the root, wiggle it around a little bit until it's like stuck, and then pick your curls up. Alright, so that's what we're doing, and we're going to shape it. We're just going to keep picking, and you're still going to pick the sides where you want it to be shorter, but you're not going to pick it as much because, again, you want the top to be the biggest. And picking also, it gets your parts out of your hair because you don't want parts. And again, we're picking our curls up because you know your hair tends to like go to your head. then I just like to shape it with my fingers by even not like you have to actually hold your curl because you don't want to rake it to pull it out. So kind of like grab your curl and like you need to start shaping now. So you created some body, some volume. So now you're just gonna pick your curls so you're showing some definition, because you don't want all your curls to be packed down. In the back. I freaking love this style, you guys. This is how I wear my hair every day, you guys. Every day is Bantu night out. Alright, so we're all done, you guys. I hope I made this easy for you. I freaking love this style. I do. And you'll notice throughout the day, you know how our hair is. Throughout the day, it'll start changing. But you just have to, even though we're not supposed to play with it, you have to keep messing with it, because our hair, it just does what it wants, you know? But yeah, like I was saying, remember the styling process. The back of my hair, this is how long it is. It's really long, but in order to have a good style, again, you have to just shape it. So if it means to tuck your length away a little bit to get a good style, then that's what you have to do. And I always like to cover my forehead. I have a huge forehead. So I like to put some pieces down to cover up my forehead. Alright, so anyway, before I go, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. And also make sure you go on my website, etceterablogmag.com. And I have so many good things on there. Oh, I just did this picture for Natural Hair Daily, and they put it on their site. I love it. I also have, everyone's been asking me about my chain necklace that I rocked in one of my Instagram pictures. What's missing in my wardrobe? I really like that post. These are all the items that I wish I had in my wardrobe. Thank you for watching.
Save money on cable, kept everything basic. Success ain't tangible, but I
Don't
can
be
taste it.
blinded by all the lights and dreams. The night